What's up everyone, Koi51 here, time for another video, and it's for a crazy bit of news that happened today, which I don't think anyone would have expected. And yeah, Netflix is developing a live-action Legend of Zelda series. Color me shocked. Had no idea this was in the works, had no idea that this was even a thing, had absolutely no idea. But all the same, I'm excited for it, and I've got the article right here from the Wall Street Journal. The Legend of Zelda, one of the most popular video game series of all time, is in the works as a television show at Netflix. The video streaming service is in the early stages of developing a live-action series based on Zelda, about an ordinary boy named Link who must rescue a princess named Zelda and save a fantasy world called Hyrule, said a person familiar with the matter. As it seeks writers to work on the show, Netflix is describing it as Game of Thrones for a family audience, this person said. That's pretty interesting if you think about it. I mean, given that Game of Thrones is still the thing now after so many years, it makes sense from maybe like a business standpoint for Netflix to really approach Nintendo. And keep in mind, I would have assumed Nintendo would never let a thing like this go, like, not in a million years. I mean, we as Nintendo fans know that Nintendo are very, I'd say, private. I wouldn't say, maybe not private. Private's not probably the word, but very cautious of their license. I mean, never forget the CDI games. Excuse me, princess, and the Zelda cartoon show. I mean, both I'm sure were unintentionally bad, but, or maybe the CDI games in particular. But we, like, now, maybe Nintendo saw an opportunity. They saw that maybe they see that here in the West, television is a big thing. I mean, if they're going for Game of Thrones, and we all know Game of Thrones, I know enough of it to respect it. But I don't know, does Zelda fit? Like, I know Zelda is high fantasy. Zelda has always been high fantasy. But the fans, I'm sure, are really cautious about this. I mean, does Link have to talk? I mean, we never forget, like, the big troll that was IGN's Zelda April Fool's joke, which was still pretty good today. Like, it's a good proof of concept sort of thing. But I don't know. Like, I think it has the pedigree of being big, and with a service like Netflix, you know, everyone's gonna watch it. Netflix. So going forward, who does this benefit? It benefits Nintendo, because Nintendo, if Nintendo is gonna be, sorry, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be, like, I'm still kind of shocked about this news. Like, does Nintendo want to do something with this, well, license here in the West? It's already pretty big for gamers. Do they want to expand Nintendo's sort of, does Nintendo want to expand their reach in terms of, like, into television, into other media? I mean, it's really cool and all, but, like, it's really confusing at the same time. And I'll keep going with this article. The Zelda games have traditionally included swords and sorcery like Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings, but typically with a more light-hearted, kid-friendly tone. Not sure about that. Netflix is said to be working closely with Nintendo. Oh, thank God. Okay, the Japanese game developer that has made the 20 Legend of Zelda games since the original, which was released in the US in 1987. Thank God. This is what we needed to hear. Because if this was just Netflix saying, oh, we've got the license, we're going to do whatever we want with it, that would have concerned me to no end. But considering that they are working closely with Nintendo, this has a higher chance of becoming pretty good. Nintendo is very protective of its intellectual property. Oh yeah, no kidding. And has allowed few adaptations over the years. An animated Legend of Zelda series ran for just one season in 1989. 1993 movie based on Nintendo's Super Mario Bros. Was the infamous bomb. Yeah, pretty much. As it is still seeking a writer to write on the series, Netflix has a long road to travel before a Legend of Zelda series actually becomes a reality. It's also possible that Netflix or Nintendo will kill the project before it gets off the ground. So okay, so it is a rumor, but if judging from the internet response right now, it's fairly positive. You know, it's fairly positive. It's not like, oh, this needs to stop. This, oh my god. No. You know, if there's one company that has a proven track record of funding a show or funding something, it's definitely Netflix as a company. I mean, they did Arrested Development, they did House of Cards, I think. I just recently got Netflix, so I'm not 100% sure what's on there, but whatever I've had, the service itself is pretty amazing. You know, a service that lets you watch Croczilla, you know, it's pretty good. I totally recommend that movie. It's one of the weirdest like Chinese movies I've watched so far, and it's oddly enough pretty good. A Netflix spokeswoman, declined to comment. A Nintendo spokesman said the company doesn't comment on rumors and speculation. So at this point, it's a very plausible rumor. But it's a hell of a rumor, because if this goes through, Netflix and Nintendo, and do it right, I'm assuming they do it right, it's a big boom. It could be something huge. Anyway, that's enough for me. Leave a comment, like that like button, subscribe, and if you enjoy some of these, please let me know, because these news things, I look at them and I have a lot of opinions on them. So I know this is really strange one. This is like the strangest news I've heard. But yeah, I mean, let's just hope that Aonuma is like traveling to like the Netflix offices or something and giving direct control. I wouldn't say direct control, but at least supervision. At least supervision on the production of this, like, if this does get off the ground. And please hire some good writers, you know. And, you know, there may be a chance we'll get to hear our favorite Zelda theme on TV or on our streaming device, which is crazy to think in this day and age. Anyway, Core 51 signing off. Catch you guys later.